Okay. Good afternoon. Uh, just got a quick message. But before I get off into it, I'm going to say happy birthday to everybody that's been sending me happy birthday wishes. A little tired. We ain't get into late last night from out of town. Joy seeing my family and them. So, that was a blessing to me. Early birthday present. So I'm just going to chill today. I'm tired. But I was praying because I know that I need to get back in the presence of the Lord more than anything. Hey, what's going on? How you doing today? I was praying today because I know more than anything that I need to get back into the presence of the Lord. And when I was out of town, different things was being revealed to me that God is still speaking in a powerful way throughout the book of Ezekiel right now, trying to make things known to us. And he's still speaking the way that I will understand and y'all will understand it too. So I'm just going to sum this up real quick before I give this message. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that part of it alone. But anyway, in Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 3, it's talking about, I'm going to read it right quick, and then I'm going to go to what come to me. So this maybe I give y'all some type of understanding of the magnitude of this warning. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 3. And he put forth the form of a hand and took me by the lock of my head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heavens, and brought me in the vision of God to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gates that looked towards the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provokes to jealousy. And that's real important because jealousy is mentioned in that one verse twice towards the end. And this verse right here, it got big warnings in it. But God also revealed to me, and I feel it was him because the way that this played out. Because it come to me that said the morning, Ezekiel 8 and 3. But I was basically like anointed because I had already seen Ezekiel 8 and 3 speak to me the night before. And I ain't going to say how because I don't want people to just get caught up on one thing, And it had to do with a blessing in a big and powerful way. So I wasn't looking forward to speak again. And the very next day it spoke in a powerful way, through blessings. And the key thing that I'm just going to mention, the Powerball was red. So if y'all don't get it from that, and it was red and it had the number 2. Jealousy is in the middle of that. At the end of the verse mentioned twice during the end, okay? And other things was in here that line right up with it if a person really understood. But I realized that while I'm telling y'all about blessing, God wanted to bless us, then I'm getting beside myself with it too. So I'm going to put the brakes on it and breaking everything down, and I'm going to give y'all the message. Because in 2020, it came to me that it came, come on, Lord, help me out here. I know the enemy coming. He don't want me to get this. It came to me that the message is more important than the messenger. And I posted this several times on other videos, and I understood it in this way, okay? That there could be no messenger without the message. So the message had to be first, delivered, and it has to be given to the one that's the messenger. And then everything else comes after. So I done got to the point where I'm doing like other people, and I know that God can make it happen just like that, just snapping my fingers, even without me getting the noise out of it. He can make it happen just that quick. So I'm gonna try to get back on track for real, because it's that time. And like I said, there's things going on that we need to be aware of. So we need to understand that in the temple of God or the house of God, this seat of jealousy is operating in a powerful way, and it's operating in a powerful way in other places too, in families. between people that's supposed to be friends and everything else. Where do the spirit of jealousy come from? Directly from Satan. What has Satan always wanted to do? He always wanted to sit in God's seat. So now he got all of us competing with one another instead of loving on one another like we were created to do. So I just need y'all to get that, and I'm finna get ready to reveal to y'all what come to me today. I'm gonna start, because I'm not gonna spit up early today when I was just reading the Bible right here, 7/31, 2023, 10:36 a.m. And I believe that Chicago is an hour behind us, so I need y'all to catch this, okay? This would come to me as I was reading about it. Just came to me. I'm gonna read it like I wrote it down. Just came to me as I was reading the Bible to read Genesis chapter 19, verse 1 to 15, and that got to do with them offending the angels when God sent the angels down to investigate what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, this is how God always gives me confirmation. This come to me at 10:36, okay? And y'all gonna hear the blessing part in here, but hear the warning, okay? Today, the number come out 91. And I forgot if that was in Chicago and Michigan, but he always give me confirmation between Chicago and here in Michigan, sometime in Ohio, because it runs like that. And anytime you show up in Carolina after he done gave me a message, I know that the warning is concrete all the way around. Okay? So anyway, 91 come out. If you turn 19 around, that's 91. Now he had me to read this as I read, okay, just came to me as I was reading the Bible to read Genesis 19, verse 1 to 15 3 times. See, that's where this is really important. 3 times now and 3 times before I go to bed. Now, it started with that this morning as I was just trying to read and just relax because I was kind of tired. I said, okay, I'm going to be obedient because I know that there was some things going on in this last week or so, leading all the way up to when I was out of town, where people were doing things to offend the angel that was present. And you hear a lot of people talking about spirit was present, and it made it known to me in a big way at the last minute, because I was wondering, I was kept on saying to myself, okay, this can't be this angel. Maybe my mind playing tricks on me, a lot of y'all might say. And then it gave confirmation in the powerful way where it let me feel his presence in a big way. And the other people that's in the room, I know they felt it too. They might not admit it because they might not understand what it was they was feeling. Because I was seeing people went to moving all of a sudden everything. Okay? And I know it's not making sense. I wish I could explain these things better to y'all. But what I'm trying to say is, just come to me at 10:36 a.m. this morning. I was told to read it 3 times. Now, if you pay attention in this, okay, 3 times, I'm being told to read this chapter 3 times. 19 turn around twice is 91. We know that it won't come 3 times in that like that to give a confirmation. So that means that the 19 has to show in another way, okay? 19 or 91 has to show in another way, and it's going to be revealed to me. And when it do, I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to post it right up inside this thing because it's going to do it again. But I know that that 91 that come on the 4-digit today is because of that. Now, let's get on to the next part of this, okay? Read this or Papa J. Okay, I was praying, and as I was praying, I don't believe in the stuff that was going on, and they was letting me know that something wasn't right. So as I prayed, 7:31, 2023, 12:59 noon. As I prayed, I kept hearing Papa Jack, and was picking up a presence, but come to realize that this was a presence from 2 days ago. This was something that was up on me 2 days ago. And people that understand the spirit, I know they'll understand this. Okay? From 2 days ago, which would be Saturday, I thought that I may have been in the presence of someone or some people that believe in ancestral worship, believe in calling on the ancestors and all that. I don't do none of that. I don't participate in it, because I know if God wanted to let something be revealed about one of my ancestors or something like that, he'll do it in a way that ain't gonna leave no doubt in your mind. None. Okay, so I was thinking that it was this. Okay, but need y'all to pay attention. So I'm gonna go back. I thought that I may have been in the presence of someone or some people that believe in ancestral worship. But as I prayed more and asked about it, it was revealed to me that it was the aura of his seed that I was picking up on more and more than anything. And someone called Mimi or Mamie or something like that. Okay, whoever she not here no more, and neither is Papa Jack. Papa Jack is my great grandfather, my grandfather's father. Okay, so and it was saying that I was picking up on the aura of the seed. I can understand that in a way. I can take him. How can I say that? The more of us that was present, and by all us coming through his seed, I can understand the. How can I say? Not the premise. I can understand that analogy of it, or the way that came to me. I can understand it because it's been times when I done went into a church. And the spirit that was present there, whether it was God or not, when it was God, you really knew it because the power that was there was so great that it was actually tangible and you could feel it. Holy Spirit done been up on me like that at times when I done took and just literally praised in my hand and go through the air and you could feel the presence of it. So I understood that, okay? But so much was going on, over the weekend, and you know how stuff be with people when they get together. So anyway, I don't get off into all that. So it was coming to me, that it was, had to do with his seed being and all this coming from, and it was the aura of of his presence by all us being together. It was like more of that was there, because of all of us, and that made a little sense to me. But I still felt that something else was going on too. So anyway, let me get back to reading this because I don't want to get too far over this, because some people think I just make up messages to do it. But I really believe that it's finna come a time where God speaking to people like me that really don't understand a lot of things but do understand some things, where he's going to make it really clear that it's him. Real clear that it's him speaking to us. And the only reason why I got on here and gave this is because of the stuff that come next. So let me finish reading. Okay, like I said, it's a seed that I was picking up on more than anything because all of us is together. We all cousins and great uncles and stuff like that because we went there for my Uncle William's 90th birthday. And somebody said I was going to do a message on this, but, we joke and we laugh about certain things, not really understanding that God speaks in that way because God loves family. He created family before he did anything else. And my Uncle William, he sit there and he said that I won't lie on him at least 3 to 5 times that night, about family, how important family is. And he just kept on saying, I was listening to him. You know what I mean? And, and I understand that by all those being together like that come from different places, because we went there to celebrate his 90th birthday, that, by all those being his descendants, all those, coming from that seed, even though we might have different fathers and stuff like that, the main thing, my mother was his. My mother was his daughter, and that was my mother. That was my grandmother. So my grandmother was his daughter, and then my mama was my grandma's daughter. So and it just trickled down from Uncle William's kids, and then Uncle Bobby's kids. All of us being there, in that seed, was from Papa Jack. So anyway, let me go ahead and say this. Okay, as the one named Mimi or Mamie, I said that can't say the name right. I couldn't recall the name. It sounded like Mimi to me, or either Mamie, something like that. I was also told one of the verses. I was also told that one of the vessels, forgive me, I was also told that one of the vessels are here to pick up the souls of those that will be leaving here soon. And I really believe this, and I know a lot of people gonna be like, this guy lost his mind completely. But I done seen this over and over when I was really, really walking in the Spirit and really, really seeing. I done seen these big, huge gold vessels come. I mean, not gold, white vessels come in. And they're almost like a glass diamond-like ship. And when they come at a certain time, and you can see the souls come leaving up out of the earth going into them. I believe that. Let me stop talking about my belief. Anyway, I done seen it a whole lot of times. I've come to understand that limbo is real. I've come to understand that a lot of these spirits that we fight with are spirits that was bound here. It's hard for me to explain these things. I wish that I could, but we be out walking about and spirits be all around us. We go into places, spirits are there, that's bound here. You hear people talking about any spirit that's here on the earth is out of body, is out of order, and it shouldn't be. They got to have a body to be present in. I can understand that in a way, yes, in the physical realm they might need a body to dwell in, but remember, the physical realm is just part of the spiritual realm. So it's just like a minute inch away. We walking in the physical, and at the same time we walking in the physical, we walking through the spirit realm. This physical body is actually walking in a realm that is spiritual. Even now, like me talking to you, I'm sitting here, we in the physical, but the spirit realm is also present. Everything comes from out of the spirit realm. Okay, let me go out, because I wish I could really explain it the right way. Hope I'm doing a good enough job for them to understand, Lord. Help me. Okay, I used to have the vision and encounter with these vessels a long time ago. One of my female cousins kept coming to me. I didn't understand what was going on, so I asked, look, I know she was my cousin at first, and she was real pretty guy. So it just showed how powerful it just shows how powerful the spirit is, because I know I kept looking at her, because I thought I knew her. Pay attention to what I'm saying. I thought I knew her. Okay, now remember what I said earlier. There was so many of us together and present. And there was more of his seed that was there. And when I was looking at her, now don't get me wrong, she was real beautiful, had some real pretty eyes too, But I can honestly say I don't, because I even asked the Lord, I don't recall lusting at her at all, because I basically kept my eyes on her eyes and on her, because I was watching her and other people. That's just me, But came to me fine, okay, but it came to me. Find out, okay, Okay, I wrote this the wrong way. I asked the Lord, I asked the Lord right here, but to find out she was my cousin, I come to find out she was my husband. Then I asked the Lord, I didn't lust after her. I was talking to him, and hoping they respond in any kind of way, let me know if I did, so I can automatically repent of it. So anyway, even though she was a very beautiful young woman, okay? So, I got that down, especially her eyes, okay? Like I just said. Anyway, I seen her many times as I prayed, and I asked Father Yahweh more than once had I lust after her. Never got a response, okay? Anyway, these next months will be something different for sure. Picking up, sensing, and just, if you get there, you can feel certain things, and there's certain things going on after. But my eyes wasn't opening in a way that they usually do. Okay. I still find that I feel it was someone there that believes in ancestral worship. This after I come up out of the prayer. I was writing. I was getting that little feeling. Okay. I know that the aurora of a person's spirit can fill a place. I have had these kinds of experiences many times before. I told y'all that a while back. Anyway, felt it strong. Satan busy now. Anyway, felt it strong. Anyway, felt it stronger. It was like I'm still picking up on it. I was kind of, struggling and fighting with it. Okay. What we got right here? Now, and was picking up very strongly as I pray. Okay. Anyway, basically saying the same thing. I was picking up very strongly as I was praying. And even after I come out of the prayer, I was still picking it up strongly. And I was like, okay, this is like 2 days later, so I could have been in the midst, like you said, of all us being together and by all us being of that seed and me sometimes seeking God and God revealing things to me. It could have been that aura that I was picking up. That's possible. I understand that. But it also, I learned to pay attention to everything when it comes to that, because a lot of people that believe in that kind of stuff and they don't know sometimes the doors that they open. I really didn't learn this the hard way. And when stuff started happening all of a sudden, it don't be that it be an all of a sudden thing. It be something that been done. And sometimes God will excuse it or hope that the person wake up and don't do the same thing again, but they've been did it over and over and over again. So sometimes when people take and do certain things, they open up them doors, they don't realize the spirits that they open up the doors to or who they open them up on. Because when you do that, it might skip you and hit your children, skip you and hit somebody else in your family. It works just like that. Okay? That's why people have to be careful, of the things that they do, and they have to understand it. So anyway, here we go again. I was reading my word. I'm going to get no message, and this will end up making me give the message that I'm giving right now. Okay? 7/31/2023, 3:27 p.m. You see this from 12:59 and this from 10:30. This I'm seeking him, trying to talk to him. This is what I do sometimes all day long. Okay? 7/31/2023, 3:27 p.m. Today was supposed to be the last day of me reading Ezekiel chapter 7, chapter 8, and chapter 9, and Ezekiel 33. On my birthday was supposed to be the last day of me reading it. Okay? But I seen in the spirit September. I'm sitting up and say, okay, today my last day, and I'm reading it. And as I'm saying this to myself, I'm seeing in the spirit realm September. Okay? I then asked Father Yahweh, is Is it him? Okay? Okay. I know, then I say, I know that you're not the author of confusion. Okay, Lord, Father, Lord, I'm talking to him. I do what you're saying if it's you, Father Abba. I won't be disobedient, is basically what I'm saying. I just want to know that it's you. I then seen the spirit with the black face appear. Come to me. He showed himself as he was coming. He was in the black face. But as he got close in the spirit realm, the darkness began to remove and light was there. So I can be able to see who it is, okay? And I had this happen many times before, okay? And he showed himself to me in the light form, after the darkness was removed, like I was telling you. I then seen a black scepter in his hand. He told me, I heard this without his mouth moving. He told me to watch. I then seen the black scepter go to Texas. I heard they are going to learn to listen. Now that's what I heard. They're going to learn to listen. Okay? Now I know I was shown this in Texas, but I'm being shown other stuff in other places that I can't say nothing about right now because it's not being revealed to me just like this. I don't know what's going on down there in Texas. I don't know what people are doing here either, but it's a lot of people that's being offensive to these angels that be present sometimes. And I don't believe it's just me. I believe that people, the witches and the warlocks are so busy right now because, they want to control the airways and stop this that God is going to do. Not trying to do. He's going to do it. Even if it's a handful of us that only receive it. He wanted the masses to receive this. And the witches and warlocks trying to prevent it because they want to keep doing what they're doing in the church and in other places, okay? But God is finna deal with them. And I was asking the Lord if I made a mistake earlier because I know there's a way that you can say things and you can say I'm wrong. I started out, you know what I mean, asking God to release the spirit of Jehu, and I said, okay, Lord, I'm sorry. I might have said that in the wrong way. I don't want to say nothing in the wrong way because I don't want to get in trouble. So forgive me. Can you release the anointing of Jehu? And that was the one that slew Jezebel because that spirit is extremely busy. I see that spirit not just in other people, but surfaces in me too. And we have to be real careful of that. Then I went to reminding him of all the times of witness, because it's bad, man. It's truly bad. Like right now, Jezebel sitting in the spirit realm talking about I'm not. The spirit can't help itself. If it's not all the way on controlling, strangling somebody, and keeping somebody from taking and doing what God is telling them to do or what's good to do, the spirit got to step in. It don't know how to shut his mouth. Okay? And if I'm not, and this is not God speaking to me or an angel that serve God, then it's better for people to know and for me to know. Okay? Because I ask, is it you? And I believe that he speaks to me. And if he's not speaking to me no more, then I won't expose it. So I ain't got to get on here and give nothing. And I'm going to give this too right now. And God, he'll let it all be known. I was listening to Prophetess Tiffany Montgomery the other day. And she was talking about teaching our kids about Halloween and all that. And soon she got to talking about Halloween, some stuff that had been coming to me started to come back. And it started to come to me about how the enemy got something planned at the end of September and the beginning of October. Just like that. And sometimes when I hear others people speak things that have been said to me or things that I have been picking up start to be revealed to me, or to let me know what's going on. So y'all need to go back and listen to that message that she just gave the other day about this with Halloween. Because we messing up big time with this. And God has constantly been raising up people to get warnings about it, and people still doing the same thing. So just go and listen to the video, talk to God about it, because we keeping doors and portals. There's so many portals and doors that's open right now over this country. It's crazy, yo. I mean, straight up crazy. Sometimes I'll be praying and don't be able to get nowhere. Nowhere. Then sometimes even when I get a breakthrough, even when I come back down, when I'm coming back down through, I mean, it's bad. It's bad. And we got more than one of them great big black vessels here. The one that I seen released in the Pacific Ocean in the beginning is still there. These things, they in the spirit realm, but they can make stuff manifest in the physical. It's still there. Other stuff is still here. It's gonna get serious, y'all. Real serious, and people need to take and get it right with the Lord. All of us. Like I said, you want to bless us. The blessings are there in many ways. I ain't just talking about no lottery number. He got people's hearts who he want to touch to take and bless us. He got doors that he want to open that people can take and truly go through and to be able to take and do things that's going to not only be a blessing to them, but to others. And we just missing out. I know I done messed out on some real blessings in this last month and a half, especially this month of July. Few of them like last month too, but especially here, some huge blessings. It's there for us, but we got to do what's right, and we got to give him some time, y'all. Got to start spending some time with him. So, I was coming in, I didn't plan on getting on here today, but when that happened, each time that I read or prayed, there was different stuff happening. And then when that come to me about Ezekiel 7, 8, and 9, I'm like, okay, I know he told me or was revealed to me, to read this to the end of July. And I've been reading it since December the 26th of last year. Every day. The OD script every day. Twice a day. No, once a day. Because I'm reading Ezekiel 33 and 9. Okay? That's the one I was told to read at night. Now I'm being told to continue to read it until September. That'll be almost 9 weeks. I ain't gonna count it. But anyway. And I believe that it's him. And if it's not him, then that just lets you know messed up. But he give me confirmation in so many ways, in a way where I know that he talks to me. That's why I got to not just listen, but truly pay attention and be patient so I don't keep on messing. I don't want y'all to keep on messing. You know what I mean? Come on, let's come together, truly come together as one body in the right way, so we can get this, y'all. So we can get this. I love y'all. Have a blessed day.